Welcome to me. How's it going, friends? It's the Violet Citizen here, and today we have week 2 of the meme. Now, I'm fully aware that week 2 is going to go up on the YouTubes after week 3, so if you watched my week 3 game, then you probably know what happened in this one. But if you didn't, and for some reason you watched this, then I suppose go watch my week 3 game. I have a pretty special guest, yeah, and I don't know, then go back and watch this, maybe, I don't know, like, you know how to manage your time, and thank you for watching, anyway. Now, this week we're going up against the Chicago Bewears, and their coach Carson, aka Toxic Gaming. Now, Carson is one of the, actually everyone drafted well, but Carson is one of the people who drafted really well in this league. He has got a spooky, scary team that I'm not really scared of, because I think I have one of the better matchups against it. The Dragon Fairy Steel Core is pretty spooky. It has a lot of recovery, a lot of options, really nice spread out speed tiers. Basically everything about this thing within the draft limitations is fantastic. It's a great squad, and Carson was coming off a 6-0 win, so that was going to be an uphill battle. But I do think that I have a slight matchup advantage, and that especially my Sound Core can kind of do things against his team. Now, if you can see the draft that he has and the things that he brought, I was really anticipating the the bug thing, the Buzzwall, as my team does not really appreciate good fighting types, and I'm really happy to not see it being brought, as I have quite a few things that are weak to fighting, and the coverage that Buzzwall takes is I don't know, insert verb. Anyway, what I decided to bring was Scarf Tororus, because it was probably my best bet in dealing with things like Tangela and Buzzwall, and possibly non-max speed, Zydog. I don't quite remember what moves it has. It definitely has psychic coverage, and it definitely has Ice and Rock, and then something else. It might also have Freeze Dry, because Freeze Dry is useful, and it's always a nice middle ground to have. Then next up we have D-Dancing Mega Teethar, fully physically offensive Adamant, max speed. I think it's max speed, max attack, because it outspeeds crucial things on Carson's team. It has Aerial Ace, because again I'm really scared of the Buzzwall, and then Stone Edge and Crunch, I do believe, is the moveset of choice. So that could be spooky, and it could do good chunklets of damage to pretty much everything on his squad. Next up we have Sandra's Excadrill with the Okaberry, because I want to take an Overheat or a Flamethrower or Fire Blast from Mega Manetric, because this is going to probably be my switch in, especially if I have the Sand. And other than that, I think I have the SD, and then EQ and Iron Head. I didn't go all that creative with it. I think I went with the Aerial Ace, because Tangela and especially Buzzwall do things, and I'd like to not be all that intimidated by them. Next up we have Weakness Policy, specially defensive Celesteela, with enough speed to do something after an Autotomize, and with enough SPDEF to take a modest Thunderbolt from a Mega Manetric. It has the fully special moveset. I think it's Flash Cannon, Air Slash, and HP Ground, as it does allow me to hit things such as The Jirachi, and does it even have flamethrower? I don't think that it has flamethrower, so I think HP ground was my coverage option for this one. So yeah, that's the Celesteela. Then we have Torkoal with the spins and the rocks and the toxics and the lava plume, I think. As it could take quite a few hits from things and stuff, it can probably get burns. It's there to be the hazard control for my team, and it's pretty straightforward. And then, last but not least, we have the Raikou. Raikou is a Sugarberry set with Calm Mind, as again, if I manage to set up and you know, bait things, I can do damage. Has the HP eyes for the Zydog and all the things. It has T-Bolt and extrasensory or something like this. I don't know. It's relevant. I don't click it in the game, so we're going to see how the team does. Let's just click play. I decide to lead with my Torkoal, as rocks could be kind of beneficial, and he doesn't really have much for the Torkoal, like to straight up take it out. So rocks are pretty much guaranteed unless he leads Slowbro, which I didn't think that he would lead with this, given that I have possible weather options and Raikou and things like that. So turn 1 we're going to both set up rocks. Turn 2 I'm going to take the Moonblast like it's nothing, because I have some SPDF investment. I'm going to go for a Toxic just to see if the Clefable is Magic card or Unaware, and I expected Unaware because it makes sense against this really set up happy team. And it is Unaware, so that's good info to have. And now I can take another Moonblast and kind of spin away the rocks. So that's pretty nice. Clefable is not much of an issue as we're standing. I'm going to switch out into my Celesteela as toxic damage kind of rocks up. And here I'm fully expecting Mana Trick, so I might as well go for the Totemize right now. And it gets the Wish up, which is slightly unfortunate. No, it's not, because you know, I was expecting the HP ground to be a 2-hit KO if he decided to outspeed my Raikou with his Mega Mana Trick, and then through the rest of the EVs in HP. So yeah, I don't do enough damage. But I'm able to chew the Thunderbolt and activate the weakness policy, so this thing is pretty spook. Clefable is here. I am going to play it safe and go for the HP ground, because at the range that Mega Man Trick was, it could possibly take an Air Slash, and I didn't want this to happen. So I'm going to go for the HP ground. Clefable takes nothing from this, which is going to be sad, because Flash Cannon is going to miss out on the kill. I think it was a roll, but whatevs. But it is going to allow him to go for the Wish, and then go pretty freely into Slowbro, as I'm going to go for the S-Slash to exactly 50%. And he's going to Scald, and he's going to get his 50% up back. Although that was not his wish, but I guess similar HP investments. So, you know, Celesteela did something. It kind of weakened the what you call it, the Mana Trick. It pretty much took down the Clefable, as it should have done anyway. So now I'm free to go into Raikou and start Calm Minding, because he's definitely not staying in. Slowbro is really useful for the rest of the game. I'm going to Calm Mind, the dog comes in, I'm fine. I think that even through the Yachiberry should one-hit KO with the HP Eyes, and I do have the Sugarberry if he's scarfed or whatever. I'm going to outspeed here, and he has the Yachiberry and he doesn't quite take the dog out. That's fine. I have the Sugarberry again, and 1,000 arrows is going to do half. And now it turns out that it was a speed tie, and I'm going to lose said speed tie, which is pretty sad, because Raikou could still do reasonable chunklets of damage to all of his team. Even Mega Manetric wouldn't really appreciate a thing, I think. So here, Horus does absolutely nothing in this game anymore. It might just intimidate the dog and force him to go into Jirachi maybe. So that was the thought process, and I decided to click Earth Power because even though I'm scarfed, I don't outspeed things that are fast. So I'm going to go for Earth Power. Mega Man 3 comes in. Again, Earth Power is what I clicked, but I'm slower despite the scarf, so it's going to be able to take me out. Now, here I'm going to go into Extra. I'm not really afraid of anything. I can freely click EQ, as I know that Overhit is not going to do much because I have the Oka Berry, but he misses the Overhit, which is kind of big, because what this allows me to do is it allows me to take out the Mega Man trick and then set up a Swords Dance and prevent Slowbro from setting up Calm Minds freely. I'm going to do 81, he's going to take me out, but that's fine because now this massive threat is no longer that much of a threat. I am free to go into my Mega Teeter. Here I don't Mega, and technically that's not in the rules and I should be disqualified, but honestly I didn't really gain any advantage from staying unmegged. I genuinely forgot to click the button. Like, if anything, I would do some more damage to the Tangela, but I will. Here I can see the lead sheet, I can see the sleep powder coming my way, so Toko is safe-ish to switch in. He's going to miss, Carson is going to miss the sleep powder with his Tangela, and that's pretty unfortunate. And here, I don't know why he doesn't click sleep powder again. He decides to go for the lead sheet, as Lava Plume is going to allow me to take the Tangela out with the combination of sand. Here, obviously, I'm switching out. No, I'm not switching out. I'm going for the Toxic because I'm a good player, and you know, in retrospect, Toxic was probably the better play, as he was going to slack off to full anyway, and he's going to be able to take me out with the Scald. I have no idea why I stayed in. Maybe I wanted, I don't know, I stayed in, and thankfully he took me out with the Scald, and that allowed me a free switch into my Teeter. Now here I kind of don't want to get Scald burned, but at the same time, if I get a +2, even if I'm burned, I pretty much take out all of his team. He's going to go for the Scald again. Now here he gets the burn, and that could be a roll on Slowbro at 70%. But the Toxic damage is going to do the do, and he's going to switch out. Good idea, because he can get the Regenerator health back. I'm going to take out the Jirachi as it's coming in, and now at 66, I think I have a really good chance of taking him out with a Crunch. So that's what I'm going to do, and this is going to be game. So 1-0 win against arguably the best squad in the league. That was pretty nice. It could be argued that I got the better side of hacks in this game, as I was able to dodge an Overheat and a Sleep Powder, but at the same time I lost a really crucial speed tag, and I missed out on the Clefable kill with my Flash Cannon, so I guess it kind of makes up for it, but not really. Carson played really well up until the point that he didn't click Sleep Powder again with his Slowbro. I think that was, he had the game at this point if he kind of Sleep Powdered me with Tangela and then went into Slowbro and started Calm Minding. There wasn't much that I could do. But you know, we'll take any one turn misplay. Like, we don't need our opponents to be bad throughout the game. We just need one questionable turn and some hacks, and we're able to secure the wins. So next up, we were playing Ethan, so you probably watched that already. And then week 4, we were going up against Donut. and this game has also been played, and it's probably going to go up pretty soon, but I'm not really promising anything because I said this one will go up next week, and here I am recording late at night on Monday, so yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Stay hyped for, I don't know if you're even hyped. Why do whatever you want, like just manage your life, manage your mood. You're probably the best judge of yourself and how you decide to feel or do or spend your time or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching again. Goodbye.